420. What started out as a convenient time for students to get high after school has budded and bloomed into a full-blown worldwide pot-smoking holiday. For many marijuana enthusiasts, April 20th is the biggest day of the year, and Attack of the Show is right there with them, as close as we're legally allowed to be. We've been on the streets of Amsterdam, where smokers pay taxes on legalized weed. We've been to the shores of Jamaica, where marijuana is a religious experience. We've been to Australia, where a bill to legalize marijuana was narrowly defeated at the polls. And now, with the scales slowly tipping in medical marijuana's favor across the United States, we're headed to the nicest one we could find: Hawaii. We'll bring you behind the scenes and inside the underground growing operations of a local caregiver, into the hideaway of the world's most revered glassblower, and meet a senator who's fighting for your right to toke. If it's hookups you're looking for, we've got you covered. It's the Attack of the Show 420 special.
Attack. Attack of the Show. Attack.
Hawaii. I mean, really, is there a better place G4 could have sent us for a 420 special? Presented by the Drawn Together movie, The Movie.
Is marijuana legal here?
Nope.
And then why are we in Hawaii? It's 420.
Because it's Hawaii and G4's paying us. Well, bam!
Whoa, we are awesome.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Enjoying our time in Hawaii. Hello.
You need to find out something about marijuana. And you need to do it in the next hour.
And what happens if we don't?
Well, if you don't, then you fly back to Los Angeles in coach.
No! What? No! Seriously, they make you pay for your food.
And your drink. And they don't even warm your nuts.
Then I guess we should be getting back to work now, shouldn't we?
Well, just give me a minute to get my gear together.
Yeah, me too. You know what, while we get settled, we should probably learn like the history of pot or something educational, right?
Well, that sounds half boring. Ah.
Marijuana has long held a place in human society. 10,000 years ago, cannabis was cultivated in Taiwan, and over the centuries, the herb spread to tribal ceremonies in the Middle East and Greece. Cannabis residue was even found in pipes dug up from Shakespeare's own backyard. Colonists brought cannabis to the New World with them, using the plant for everything from hemp ropes and sails to currency and medicine. Even the great emancipator himself was known to partake in the occasional toke. But in the 20th century, Honest Abe might have been thrown in prison for his pastime. The Marijuana Tax Act of 1937 crippled industrial production and threatened users with fines and jail time. The plant was eventually made illegal in 1970 when President Nixon declared a war on drugs. But now, Americans are finally starting to loosen up. In 1996, California's Prop 215 legalized medicinal marijuana. And even though the federal government still considers pot a controlled substance, over a dozen states have followed suit and decriminalized possession. Today, the Obama administration claims they're no longer persecuting legitimate dispensaries or medicinal users in approved areas. And several cash-strapped states are looking into taxing the ganj. So with another ballot initiative pushing for the freedom of recreational use in California, plus 3 separate bills fighting for decriminalization in the Aloha State, we're so close to legalization, it's practically in the bag. Okay, I got carrots, some protein bars, water. I got a notebook for taking notes, I guess. What'd you bring? Hey, are you prepared at all? I mean, really, this is serious.
I am prepared. I prepared us for a traditional Hawaiian jet skiing adventure.
Okay, yeah, how do jet skis actually help us find any pot?
I'm sorry, do you know of a faster, more fun way to travel across the water?
That's an excellent point. Traditional Hawaiian jet ski call? Mukalaka jet ski! All right, I'm gonna give you that. That was fun.
Jet skiing is fun.
Yeah, that was good. learn anything about marijuana, though.
Oh, yeah, we should probably get moving on that.
There's a state senator who's trying to get weed legalized in Hawaii. Why don't we start with there? Maybe chat with him?
You're going to go to a government official's house to talk about pot?
Yeah, you want to join?
No, you go alone. I'm gonna do some recon on the beach, okay?
Some recon on the beach?
Can I get a Mai Tai?
Really?
With an umbrella. Banana boat! Here!
My life. Okay, there's not a ton of signal, but I was able to Google that medical marijuana is legal in Hawaii. You can get a prescription for it. You just can't buy it. All right? You can grow it, but what if you're too sick to grow it? And how are you supposed to get it? There's a lot of red tape, so that's why I'm here at the home of Senator English to figure this whole mess out. Leading the charge to decriminalize possession of marijuana and make it easier to access for medicinal purposes, Hawaii State Senator Jay Kalani English has drafted 2 of 3 measures that may change the way the Aloha State deals with pot. So, all right, let me get right to it because I don't often have a chance to say, Senator, sativa or indica?
Well, I don't smoke.
Have you never smoked? Or?
Oh, no, of course. I think everybody in Hawaii smoked at one point. And actually, that's one of the reasons why I'm pushing for at least the decriminalization of marijuana at this point, because so many of our young kids would get caught with a little bit of marijuana, and then they end up with a felony record for their life.
There's a couple bills, 3, I believe, in works right now that would lead to what with regards to marijuana?
One would allow for the creation of compassion centers.
Sorry to interrupt, but you're calling them compassion
centers?
Because that way anybody who's against it has to say they're not for compassion?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wanted to hear the Hawaii Attorney General say that Hawaii is not a compassionate place.
Got it.
Because we are. Imagine if a doctor tells you have 3 months to live. Well, the law says that you can grow your own. Of course, it takes longer than that to grow some marijuana. And of course, a lot of people don't have green thumbs, so they can't quite grow it like you see.
Or what if I'm in a state of actual pain, and so it's hard for me to get out of bed and tend to plants and wait months for them to cultivate?
Right. We also recognized all other jurisdictions that allowed for medical marijuana.
Oh, so you'll honor a California patent?
Yes, we'll honor a Montana one. We'll honor one from New Jersey.
Yeah, I just see the new tourism commercial already.
Yes.
and I'm signing up.
Come grow with us, The second bill is to decriminalize up to 1 ounce of marijuana. Making it illegal, making it a felony hasn't worked. All the statistics will show that we will save the courts about $8 million a year in prosecuting.
So the third and final bill that's in the Senate right now for Hawaii involves the number of plants someone can have?
Well, yes, and basically it's amending the current law that allows for medical marijuana. So we're trying to allow for a patient to have a little bit more plants. We're also trying to allow for a caregiver to be a caregiver for more than just one patient. I mean, I'm just trying to reflect the reality in Hawaii. The reality is we're an accepting state. We're very liberal and open about this. Studies show that 77% of our population will support it.
What about the argument that it's just weed? Does that just not work in courts when you can tell people, hey, look, if you want to pick your poison, if you want a glass of wine at the end of the day, maybe you want half a joint?
I think the one area of our system that's going to loosen it up is going to be the courts, because the courts will have to look at it just the way you said. Okay, what's the difference between a glass of wine, a joint, or a pill? Which one has the least harm to your body? Probably the marijuana.
Yeah, which one's going to sell the most Taco Bell? Right in the middle. It's always a marijuana.
I mean, so it's an economic stimulant, isn't it? Everybody will be, planting more food, I'm sure, and eating more, and going surfing more, and being happy more. Heaven forbid, a happy population.
I certainly hope you get your way, and I can't thank you enough for sitting down and for fighting the good fight.
Thank you very much for coming today.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so local law is tricky. You can grow, but only if it's for yourself, or if it's for one other person, because it's still technically, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm working.
Really? It looks like you're working on drinking a bunch of Mai Tais and doing nothing.
No, I actually went off and I learned a lot about local marijuana. No, seriously, I went off and I know all about the local laws and the pot culture, and I can even show you a place where marijuana is growing in the wild.
Oh, you can really show me where they grow it?
Well, yeah, it's over here.
Okay, let's see it.
Uh-huh.
That's a child building a sandcastle.
It's over there. No, it's not. It's over there.
Coming up later in the show, we'll visit a local glassblower to create our own paraphernalia. Plus, we'll meet up with some of the world's most famous pot icons, Cheech and Chong. Then we'll dive into the murky legal waters of pot cultivation and even visit a local grower who may or may not be breaking a ton of laws. Stick around, we just lit this show up. Attack of the Show's 420 special is brought to you by the Drawn Together movie, The Movie, on DVD today. We're supposed to be looking for pot. What are we doing here?
We're spearfishing.
Yeah, okay, why?
It is common knowledge that marijuana grows near schools of fish. Plus, I really want to go spearfishing.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, let's go.
Okay.
As long as it cleans this place up. Going out, gonna spear some fish. You hunt with a very deadly spear.
Yes.
What's the gear?
Well, this is a basic spear gun, a pipe barrel. The spear sits on top.
How do you even aim the thing? I mean, really?
Well, it's really easy. You just point and shoot. Fish are very curious. You lay down and you wait, and they'll come in to look at you.
Do you use scuba gear, or do you just let your breath out and sink down?
Just hold your breath. You need the weight belt to counteract the buoyancy of your wetsuit, of course, to get to the bottom. But then you just relax and keep your breath.
Well, we got wetsuits, we got booties. What else do we need?
Mask and
Got it.
fins.
Okay.
Got him.
Snorkel.
Got him.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Your hair is so 1995, it's not even funny. So, do I look pretty?
You look adorable. Jokes aside, spearfishing is a scary sport. It's just you and whatever lies beneath. Without tanks, an expert hunter will hold their breath for up to 4 minutes and go as deep as 200 feet to catch their prey. In this case, it's about 40 feet to the bottom, close enough for us to watch as Wade takes aim and hits his targets. Yeah, I got this.
Olivia! I got it! I did it! I am the coolest man alive! Oh, it's so gross, it's touching my hand! Hey, kid, it's gross!
Where's our marijuana?
That was, something, and it didn't get us anywhere close to pot. Olivia?
Do you know what Blair Herter's doing right now?
No, what?
He's in Colorado.
What's he doing there?
He said he found some place called Ganja Gourmet.
Oh.
And tweet that to Olivia. See, it's called chicken pot pie because it's got pot in it. And this, along with pizza and tamales, there's a ton of delicious food items here at the Ganja Gourmet that they make with love and, of course, a little THC.
It's known as one of the most progressive states when it comes to medical marijuana. But in 2006, Colorado voted against its complete legalization and has since struggled with the laws on a local level. Caught in the middle is the Ganja Gourmet, a dispensary that cooks THC into their food. They used to serve it on site, now it's takeout only.
Tell me about the laws here in Colorado and here specifically in this city.
Denver passed a law, no on-site consumption. We had people eating medicated food, smoking joints and bongs, and you know what? In those 3 months, not one car accident. We were providing a safe place for people to medicate, and we were making sure that people medicated responsibly.
We know from the NTSB, marijuana and driving isn't as dangerous as we may think it is. You can get intoxicated to the point of 0.05, I believe, and 0.08 is the intoxication for alcohol.
Tell me about this place from your perspective.
I don't come for the meds, I come for their good food. I come for the brownies, the peanut butter cups. I have dreams about it.
Really?
Yes.
I see like 25, 30 different products here. You even got things like pineapple cheesecake. Tell me about all this.
Not only do we have pineapple cheesecake, we have blueberry cheesecake, cherry cheesecake. These are our granolas. They're very popular with the ladies. These are almond horns. They're really good. They're soft almond paste on the inside. Pasta carbonara with medicated garlic bread. This is a white pizza. Vegetable curry pot pie. This is our hummus and ganja ganoush, and this is really popular.
Buongiorno! I said that because we're making pot pizza right now with Ginny, the magical kitchen chef. So why are you making these gourmet meals? I mean, do you feel that there was a demand for that sort of thing?
There are a lot of people that have terminal illnesses that can't exactly smoke to medicate themselves.
So how does it actually work? Do you start with something like this?
We do.
Okay.
This is 32 grams of medicine, and it has to cook 12 hours at a time. You pour it in, let it all settle in there, and...
You're melting butter?
Yes.
How do you know how much you need to put in there?
It's usually a gram per tablespoon is what I like to medicate with it. And it's easier to monitor the dosages with it, too.
Really?
So we're not over-medicating people or under-medicating them.
All right, let's make a pizza.
It'd go for about 15 minutes until the cheese was melted, and I'd brush a little bit of medicated olive oil around the crust just to crisp it up and make it even more medicated.
Oh, just like Dad taught you, except not really at all like Dad taught you. Thank you so much for showing me this. I'm never going to wash my hands ever again.
This is delicious.
Okay. Holy God, I've been in there forever. Look, they have everything you want in there. Anything you could possibly ever want to eat. I'm just glad I don't have my medical card, because you don't know, am I right? What? Yeah, you know.
Pineapple cheesecake? Yes, please.
Yeah, as long as you don't mind forgetting how, time and space work, You could do that.
Yeah, we could. You know what else we could do is maybe find some pot, because we're still not anywhere close to that.
All right, then. Onward to glory and controlled substances. Right?
Yeah, all right, onward!
That way!
When we come back, our search for Hawaiian hash continues. We'll visit a world-famous glass-blowing home, and later, we peruse the world's most complicated water pipes with Cheech and Chong. Stick around. Attack of the Show's 420 special is brought to you by the Drawn Together movie, The Movie, on DVD today.
Oh, this running around Hawaii is making me content and relaxed. Oh, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just watching this interview that we were doing with Cheech and Chong.
Wait, an interview that we're doing?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I don't know. Do you want to watch it before we find out it's impossible?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. I'm here on Melrose at Philadelphia, and I'm about to chat with two comedians whose career for decades has actually been up in smoke. And for them, that's a very good thing.
Come on, light it up. Let's get Chinese eyes, man.
After 25 years apart, the duo that brought cannabis to comedies on stage and the big screen are together again, spreading the special brand of humor to a new generation of fans.
Kind of grabs you by the poo-poo, don't it?
I caught up with Cheech and Chong at Philadelphia Glass to talk shop and get their take on the trippiest glass you've ever seen. Thank you for taking the time to hang out surrounded by some of the finest and most artistic water pipes I've ever seen. If I was going to smoke water, it would be out of one of these. I wanted to see what you guys thought of some of these more alien or bizarre looking pieces.
It's got to have big lungs to get it all the way through that.
I think they have a machine kind of pulling on it.
So you know how to suck?
Oh, I mean, how else do you think I got a gig in television?
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is for computer nerds. They'll go, oh, yeah, I know. It goes in here, goes over there, and you suck over there. And the reason it does, they know all that crap.
There's like a gel inside there that actually, doesn't freeze but gets nice and cold.
And then the Vaseline right here.
Here we go!
Take me back to the beginning. How did you guys get started?
We met in Vancouver up in Canada where Tommy was running an improvisational theater company in a topless bar.
We went down to L.A., and that was an interesting story because Cheech was one of the few Mexicans that snuck into America from Canada.
I'm glad that you guys are back together, and I'm wondering why now.
We each of us ran out of options. We're trying to get back together before I went to jail, and that kind of stopped everything because Cheech didn't want to come to jail with me.
It was Operation Pipe Dream.
Operation Pipe Dream.
Yeah.
I was selling pipes, or my son's company was selling pipes. They made it so that I had to plead guilty, or else they would go after my son.
They sentenced him to 9 months because if they sentenced him to a year, he could get time off for good behavior.
Right.
9 months you can't.
You guys very quickly get back together and you hit the ground running. You've got a comedy tour going on. You have a DVD coming out as well.
Hey, watch this.
It's called Hey, Watch This.
Hey, Watch This.
And it comes out on 420. Hey!
I got a joint, man.
We added all the other characters that we've done over the years. They're in the DVD critiquing the show. Doug and Dougie are sitting backstage critiquing how fat everybody got.
He gained a little bit of weight, didn't he?
A bit of weight, yes, he did.
Sister Mary Elephant.
Is Sister Mary Elephant in there?
Yeah, she's wandering around.
What do you think of marijuana?
Oh, I didn't teach her.
And we do Basketball Jones. And
Save the Whales. A lot of music.
And then there's another comedy tour going on now?
Yeah, we're in the midst of it right now. It's called Get It Legal.
It might be by the time the tour wraps up. Huh? The climate seems to be changing. People are saying, hey, in November, at least in the state of California, we might see marijuana legalized.
It's inevitable. We have 14 states now that medical marijuana is legalized. It's like a boulder rolling downhill. There's no way to stop it.
It's like you look at what pot has done for the economy in California.
It's the number one cash crop in the world.
And California's almost got the best.
Is there supposed to be smoking a joint?
Cheech and Chong, cannot thank you guys enough for giving me your time. It was an absolute pleasure.
Our pressure.
Wish you the best of luck with the DVD and the tour.
420. Hey, watch this.
Why are you saying, hey, watch this?
Because that's the name of it. Hey, watch this.
The name of what?
Our concert film.
It's called?
Hey, watch this.
Watch what?
Shouldn't give that away.
We did a comedy bit. You guys hear that?
Kevin, do you think that Blu-ray gives a whole new meaning to the phrase high definition?
Okay.
Right? Because
Yeah.
you get high when you smoke and you get high.
Yeah, no, we get it. We get it. Hey, Princess.
What's up?
We have to find some local pot culture, okay? This isn't a joke.
I know, because it's working, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah, well, just keep your eyes open, because there's got to be something
They're
around
open, okay? It's just sunny.
But what about that? The giant house, where it just so happens a world-famous glassblower lives? I mean, it's right in front of us.
Jason Harris?
One and only.
We're so not going home and coach. Jason!
Jason, thanks for having us to your compound, sir.
Excellent.
Awesome
Glad you
place.
could come.
Jerome Baker is how they know you.
That's me. This is a name that I made up years ago when I first started blowing glass. I started making bongs, and I realized I probably didn't want to have my own name wrapped around that. I had settled in Eugene, Oregon, and started making more and more glass. And then one day, there was a SWAT team outside, and everybody broke my doors down and hog-tied me in my own living room.
This was Operation Pipe Dream, the same
Operation Pipe Dream.
net that busted Tommy Chong.
I sold what I had left in Eugene, and I moved to Maui.
Can you take us through some of the stuff you have here? Because it's clearly not just bongs and peace pipes.
Absolutely. This is the classic Tiki Gods. It's the gangster mushrooms. This is our droplet. This is completely 420 inspired. So what I want to do for you guys today is I want to make you a piece, and I also want to see what your breath looks like in glass. I'm going to make a special G420 peace pipe.
What up?
Now, here we go. So special glasses that I use to allow me to see into the glass. It helps you see into the flame.
What are these coated with that actually allow?
These are coated with didymium. This is an ancient art. This has been done for 5,000 years. Northern Africa is where the original glass blowing started, they think. You're going to blow into this piece, and we're going to take the shape of your breath, and we're going to check it out. Blow how you naturally blow, Kevin.
Oh my gosh! Ah!
It's a boy!
I light things up first.
So here again, I'm going to preheat this glass up. Are you a hard blower?
I'm the perfect amount of blower.
I like it. I like it.
Will it be hard for her to fight her natural instinct to swallow whatever's put in her mouth?
I don't know.
Done blowing?
Done blowing. Okay, so now we're going to make this pipe. I'm pulling out handles. I have a very limited time of what we call viscosity. You can see how it stiffens up now. Right. Here I'm making my stem. Can you hold this for me for a second in the flame?
Yeah.
Now just to the very front of it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, sorry.
Now see, we're tagged.
Sorry, my bad.
So you're making the bowl for the...
I'm making the bowl piece right here. You can see how the bowl took shape here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right here I'm connecting the stem and the bowl.
So you're literally blowing the glass together so that way they join and now smoke can travel through, huh?
Yes. So I'm going to finish this piece up. It's going to go into the oven after it's complete, and we're going to have to wait a little while for it to cool down and be one stress-free piece.
Okay.
All right. We've had the piece in the oven now for a few hours. It's been up to temperature.
So this is a very special G4 420.
So here it is.
Cheese pod you made for us.
Oh,
and there's some brownies in there.
This is awesome.
Beautiful piece. You're an absolute artisan, and we can't thank you enough
Thank
for
you so much.
inviting us to your house.
Right on,
to check
right
it out.
on.
Thank you, dude. Well, it's a good thing that we have this.
Oh, that medical marijuana delivery tool?
Yeah, exactly. But we still haven't found any greens.
Oh, you know, Maui's a big island. Relax. It's going to be here somewhere. Maybe over here.
Still ahead, we'll venture out to look for a semi-legal marijuana grow home. Then we'll find out who grows the best weed at the first annual Cannabis Crown. All that, without any munchies, coming up right after this. But first, here's a sneak peek of the Drawn Together movie, The Movie, starring Seth MacFarlane.
Kev, why are we on these rocks?
Oh, we're here in Hawaii for our 420 special, which is brought to you by the Drawn Together movie, The Movie.
Well, everyone knows that TV's most effed up series is about to F up the movies on DVD today.
Everybody knows.
But, seriously, why are we on these rocks? We have to find weed. There's no weed here.
Don't know why we're on the rocks, but I do know that it's a very different place than, say, where Blair Herter is. We really need to find some pot.
I know. I don't know if we can find anyone growing pot in Hawaii because I'm really freaked out. I don't think my knees are going to be able to take flying home in coach for 6 hours.
Wait a second. Hold on. Pot growing pot.
What?
Pot growers.
What?
Oh my God, that's it.
What is
You
it?
did it. If we can go to somebody who's growing pot, there will probably be weed there. So this would be the second time in my life that I'm going to don a blindfold, be shoved into a van, and arrive at and grow up. Hey, Mom. Told you I didn't need college. Since medical marijuana is legal in Hawaii, but selling it in dispensaries is not, small and questionable co-ops where multiple caregivers grow have sprung up in homes throughout the island to fill the demand. Like our friend and owner of Supreme Bean Seed Company, Johnny Dope. All right, Johnny, first of all, thank you for welcoming me into your backyard Shangri-La. Tell me about this operation. When did it start for you? How long has it been going?
This has been going on since 1996, actually.
Who are you growing for then? Are you growing for specific patients? Is there more than one person growing here? I mean, there's quite a few plants.
There's several medical cards here at the house. I'm the caretaker for each of these patients. Number of plants at any given time kind of varies. We usually put 7 out per week. That way we have one patient's worth of medicine available.
And you have some back here under this wire, and you have another sort of shed over there. What's the purpose of the shed? Is that to accelerate growth, or is that just being kind to the neighbors?
It's a little bit of both. Yeah. It's a greenhouse. The upside to it is you get free sunlight from the sun. The downside is the smell. It's hard to hide it.
Your neighbors must know what's going on, right? I mean, have you knocked on doors and told them what's up?
It's legal. What are they going to do about it? It's kind of like they've had to accept it, and we've learned to respect each other in that aspect.
Can we check out the indoor grow up, man? I got to see this.
Yeah, let's check it out, man.
All right. Johnny, this is an incredible operation, man. This looks like a NASA training center. Like I walked in here and thought I was coming into a spaceship.
Oh, you definitely blast off in here.
Take me through it, man. What stage is this? How many stages are there?
These are some of the mothers. Mothers are used for taking cuttings to make new clones and keep the genetic alive. Down below the mothers, we have the cloning stage, which are fresh cuttings waiting to take root. From that stage, we go to the vegetative room. That's where we get the plants large enough to put into the flowering room. And that's where we finish the product off.
So what's on the menu? Locally, what are we growing right now?
Well, there's Puna butter, there's Molokai pod.
What happened to Maui Wowie? I mean,
I don't know. I've lived here over 25 years. I've never seen it.
What about True Blood?
True Blood is a local Hawaiian sativa strain. It's possible it is the real Maui Wowie. We don't know. These plants are such a wonder.
Why do I feel like I'm wrapped in aluminum foil? I feel like a TV dinner in here.
This is insulation. It's to keep the cost of our cooling down. The 1,000-watt lights that we run are really, really hot. Unfortunately, cannabis doesn't like to grow in that hot of an environment, which adds on the fans and the circulation and the air conditioners, helping to keep the room cool. We've got over 3,000 watts of juice in this room. That's a CO2 generator. Ups the level of CO2 for the plants to use for energy.
This is quite a DIY operation you have here, man. And where do you grow from here?
I'm going to be the first seed company out of Hawaii. We're actually going to be debuting our seed company this year with our Hawaiian genetics. Look for Supreme Beans at 2010 Cannabis Cup.
Thank you, man. It's clear that you're passionate and that you run one hell of an operation. So thank you for sharing it with me.
Thanks for coming down to the Supreme Beans Grow Lab and checking everything out.
Oh, excuse me, miss. Oh, Olivia.
Hey.
I thought you were a local. Oh, you totally nailed it.
Thanks.
Guess where I just went?
Oh, I don't know, like a house or farm or a cabin or somewhere where they grow pot?
I told you where I was going, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You told me.
I did, yeah.
So we find any weed?
Yes, we did. We found a lot of it. I don't know why we just didn't start there.
Because then we wouldn't have gone spearfishing and awesomeness.
Oh, good point, good point. Well, we got the weed, so I guess there's only one thing left to do, huh?
Celebrate!
Celebrate our hard work, because it's over. Let's go celebrate. Okay. Legally. Coming up, we'll end our fact-finding mission with a traditional Hawaiian luau, complete with psychedelic drinks and a friggin' pig. And we'll head to a competition to find the country's best pot.
Oh! Okay, I'm getting a message.
I didn't hear your phone go off.
No, it's in my head. It's, I don't know, it's something big and loud and flashy and...
You're just sensing E3. In fact, G4 is going to be there bringing you all the big game news, interviews, demos, press announcements, and follow-ups on big things like the PlayStation Move.
Okay, Kim, why are you talking like that?
Because you don't want to miss E3 2010. Coverage starts in June, only on G4.
Can you stop that? That's weird.
Visit G4TV.com/E3 for details.
Can someone help! Someone help Kevin!
I need it.
I have to keep laying out.
It's big, it's beautiful, and you're gonna love it.
AOTS's biggest month of the year continues as we take a look at 20 of the summer's hottest movies and tell you which ones are worth waiting in line for. Then we'll use a bobby pin, a pickle, and a dirty pair of underwear to create an interview with MacGruber. And it's an epic giveaway of IMAX proportions. Yeah, we have the hookups. It's Epic April all month long. I love this track. I love this track. This is...
What a great way to end our time in Hawaii,
All right. I mean, listen, we pleased the executives and we learned a lot about nature's brain candy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The delicious food, the booze, the pig right here was so good.
All that's really left is to just enjoy this traditional Hawaiian luau. I mean, how can you not?
What's everyone drinking, huh?
Oh, this is Ava. It's a traditional and totally legal Polynesian brew that sort of induces feelings of euphoria. It's a little nutty.
I mean, you know how I feel about things, right?
How about you didn't feel?
I want to know about the things before I do them.
Okay, so let's get with the learning. For centuries, Polynesian cultures have made the ava root the cornerstone of their peace ceremonies. Grounded and mixed with water or coconut milk, it's said to have mild euphoric, hallucinogenic, and cocaine-like effects on those who drink it. Bola, we're about to experience a plant and a tradition and a ceremony that is 10,000 years in the making. Would it be sacrilegious to say something like, let's get this party started or wind it up, or?
No. There's different levels of it. There's a social level to it, a party level to it, and then it gets a little deeper when it comes to the ceremonial part. You have to actually have a little more prayer involved, and the prayer makes it sacred.
This is the ava plant right here, right?
That's right. Ava is what we call it in Hawaiian. Most people know it as kava kava. There's a few different varieties. It's a medicinal plant also used for ceremony. And it has an ability to actually calm the nerves down, make you relax, and make you focus. We put all this together in our eke, and we would actually squeeze it and then
this is what comes out.
Make the drink itself.
This is looking like you went to town with a slap chop here. Is this how you normally prepare it? You get it up into really fine pieces and mix them all together?
We take the pieces, we start to...
we need to get you a slap chop.
Clap your hands one time, and I'll give you a serving. Yep. All right, here you go. And so you make your toast to heaven,
Toast to heaven, little pinch up.
That's right.
All right.
Toast to the earth, or the honua.
To the crossroads.
That's right. And then you suck them up. That's right. There you go.
I can't taste my mouth. I can't really feel what's going on right now.
Well, that's
Is that
the
okay?
idea. That's
fantastic. What about hallucinations? Is that possible with kava?
Not really where you're seeing things. It's where you're falling down and peeing yourself. That's why we do the ceremony outside.
Bola, an absolute pleasure and honor to meet you, sir. Thank you for telling me everything there is to know about
You too,
Ava.
Kevin. Thank you so much, and mahalo. Mahalo ke akua, mahalo to the honua, and to you, brother. Neke aloha.
Wind it up.
Eina me te kabue.
Yes, sir.
Oh, are we supposed to drink it that fast?
I don't know. I can't feel my tongue.
You would love this. Blair Herder, he would love it.
Yeah, too bad he's in Cava-less, Colorado, like a chump.
Why is Blair there?
Huh?
Why is he there?
Oh, he's supposed to be covering the Cannabis Crown competition. That's assuming he's not stuffing his face at the pot restaurant.
No, I'm gonna call Blair. I'm gonna call Blair right now.
Tell him to drink.
Blair!
Give him some drink.
Blair!
Tell him to drink. What is he? Did he say something funny?
He's still ringing.
Always calling me, so obnoxious. Leave me alone. All right, I get it, you guys are in Maui, but I'm here in beautiful Aspen, Colorado, 7,900 feet above sea level. The altitude, though, not the only thing that's high here, because I'm at the Cannabis Crown, and there's a lot of pot. I'm gonna go make some friends. From Amsterdam's Cannabis Cup to the Spanibus Cup in Spain, dispensaries around the world have been competing to see who has the best weed for years. And with medicinal marijuana being legal in Colorado, everyone's flocking to Aspen's Cannabis Crown to see whose pot reigns supreme. Why is it important to have one here in Aspen?
I think we're the litmus test for the whole industry. We're expected to see about 3,000 people per day. Everybody in the country is watching what we're doing.
Walk me through how many strains you expect to see here, how the judging process works.
There's 60 participants with 2 strains per participant. They enter their product and it's tested by a panel of judges. They smoke it and test for the aroma, the taste, the look, and the effect.
What do you win if you win the Cannabis Crown?
You get 2 weeks paid vacation to the Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam.
So tell me about the 2 strains that you have here.
The 2 strains that we have here are Blackjack and LSD.
Okay.
The Blackjack is Black Domina times Jack Hare, and the LSD is Skunk One times Mazar, and it's a Barney strain. The Blackjack has a nice squish factor to it. You know, you can pinch it. It's not super hard. You can really get a nice smell out of it. It's about a 50-50 indica sativa mix, and the LSD, it has a nice density to it, and it smells a little bit stronger than the Blackjack. I would think it's definitely more of a sativa. It lives up to its name, and I need to not say anything else.
We're Top Hat Real Relief. We have some of the best dried medicine that anyone offers in all of Colorado. Everybody that has their medicinal marijuana license is going to get to sample our product. Hopefully, our New York City diesel is definitely the best diesel they have here. The diesel is a hybrid and just noted mostly for its smell like natural gas. We also have a Silver Haze and a Purple Kush. A lot of times it's based on appearance. People like the purples. They like seeing Sparkle Flex, and it's not really based on taste or effect. And effect is different for everybody.
Everybody says it. You guys are the ones to beat, man. What do you think makes yours the best? Why is everybody talking about your product?
The strains that we entered, they're both indicas. That generally means that they're geared towards pain relief. They got the best taste, the best smell. In this competition, that counts for a lot. One is called G13. It's one that has been claimed that the government kind of bred for medicinal purposes. And somebody snuck out of the government compound and brought it out, and now it's kind of in the general public. The other strain that we entered is called the Matanuska Thunder. It's a strain from Alaska. It is also an indica dominant, but it has some sativa qualities. It's a really beautiful strain. It's got a very kind of rich floral smell. Those are the 2 that we entered. They're kind of the most unique strains, and they're not very widespread.
With 140 submissions, there was a ton of judging to be done, but in the end, one bud would rule them all.
And the winner of the first annual Western Slope Cannabis Crown is the Candy Kush from Rocky Mountain Remedies.
Candy Kush, a potent hybrid from Rocky Mountain Remedies, took home the crown and a ticket to next year's Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam.
All right, well, I think that's all the contact I'm legally allowed to have here with the good, fine, medicated folk in Aspen, Colorado. I had a great time, I think.
I think Blair hung up on me.
He hung up on you?
No.
That's all right. We'll slash the tires again. That was fun.
I think this drink is playing tricks on my mind's eye.
Everybody, be sure to tune in. Tune in. I can taste my words.
I got
What about hallucination?
It's not really where you're seeing things, it's where you're falling down and peeing yourself. Peeing yourself, peeing yourself, peeing yourself.
Yeah!
Am I in the studio?
As long as it cleans my son.
Jason!
Let's go celebrate.
Great, we were never in Hawaii. That's awesome. How long have I been out? 3 days? Sir, how many of these old bad hot dogs have I had? Guess there's only one way to get back. Aloha!